The ultimate motive of a couple after getting married is to build up a happy family of their own. First in their list is to have kids and start a family. They say parenting is the easiest thing in the world to have an opinion about, but the hardest thing in the world to do in real life. Parents overcome different tiresome situations throughout their lifetime while nurturing their kids. Many couples get the blessing to become parents, but there are couples who are longing for the supreme parenthood. Due to different infertility issues of either one of them, or else the both, such despondent situations occur. Because of the advanced technology and science prevailing in the world today, infertile couples do not need to lose hope that soon. The most blessed ones will have another chance to become parents after going through countless fertility treatments. These treatments are highly expensive, unbearable, painful, and emotionally exhausting. But to get the extreme happiness of becoming a mother and father, they go through these impossible treatments. So today, we have brought you the story of Desiree Fortin and Ryan Fortin, the lucky couple who fought with their infertility and had a gigantic surprise for themselves. Before going, make sure you have subscribed to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified with our latest updates. Desiree and Ryan, who lives in San Diego, California, met each other at Point Loma Nazarene University, where Desiree majored in photography and Ryan was an elementary school PE teacher. Desiree was fascinated with the birth and newborn photography of babies and continued it. An amazing fact about them is that both of them are twins. After dating for a couple of years, the pair got married soon after graduation. Their lives were full of happiness, love, and luck. Few years passed after their marriage, and they thought of having a baby. The couple did not know that it was not as easy as they think. They tried as much as they can as normal couples would do, but in the end, all their efforts were in vain after getting to know about the infertility conditions of Desiree. She was diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome, which affects irregular ovulation. This condition is so common among infertile ladies, and they immediately lose hope after getting to know about this. Desiree could not believe her conditions, as she was so much into the feeling of getting pregnant. She was devastated. In a post she made by writing a letter to her infertility later, she mentioned, "You steal dreams, you break hearts, you bring grief, and you consume lives. You drowned my heart in deep misery from the inability to become a mother, how most women do." She also had said that she had had nightmares of crying babies. She had laid on the bathroom floor with complete emptiness after countless negative pregnancy tests. But Desiree did not give up. She participated in many fertility development treatments, bearing all the pains, accusations, and emotional drownings. She had to endure a number of shots, bruises, and medicine in order to fulfill her dream. She had said, "It was pretty painful every time I heard the words, 'I'm pregnant,' from someone other than myself." Desiree did not hide her failure. She instead started to blog about her infertility days, where writing became a therapy for her mental stress. Many people, including her family and friends, supported her by talking with her, praying for her, and loving her. Time passed, and after 3 years of consecutive treatments, which ended up with injections to intrauterine inseminations, IUI, and a round of in vitro fertilization, IVF, they got the happiest news in their lives. The pregnancy news of Desiree made all her followers surprised, and they blessed her and her family. She named the babies as Hope Babies. She continued with her pregnancy treatments, and after a few months, she found out that they were not only blessed with just one baby, but 3 of them. The whole family was very happy to hear the news of Desiree getting pregnant. Desiree carried the Hope triplets in her womb for 34 weeks and 1 day. The gender reveal of the babies was something both Desiree and Ryan was waiting for a long time. They kept the triplet story only for themselves and decided to reveal the truth on that day. All the family members and the friends were so surprised with disclose of the gender of the babies as 2 boys and 1 girl. 2 months before the delivery of the babies, the couple moved to Desiree's parents' house, where she had to bed rest consecutively for 2 months until delivery. Desiree gave birth to the 14 triplets on the 15th of August 2015, proving that miracles do happen in real life. Once the babies came out, they were directly sent to the neonatal intensive care unit, with the father and Desiree was taken for recovery. At the process of recovery, Desiree had to endure many complications, including bleeding, which led to emergency surgeries. She was not able to see her babies for a few days, where Ryan made videos of the babies to show her. The nurses gave Desiree blankets to sleep overnight so they could take them back to the babies to let them know their mother's scent. She recovered quickly, as she was eagerly waiting to cuddle her babies. After a few days, she was able to meet her babies, where she said, "Seeing my babies for the first time was one of the most beautiful moments of my life, a moment I will treasure always." Being parents are one of the noblest things which can happen in one's life. Many of the blessed couples become parents easily, but there are some couples who will still have to strive hard enduring many hardships in order to become parents. Today, we have another story where infertility made a huge impact on a lady and how she managed to overcome her conditions and become a mother. Due to some privacy reasons, we have to keep the names of people in this story anonymous. We hope you can understand and follow along with us. The couple in our story next is a modern couple working in a professional environment and had plenty of time and money with them to enjoy their lives. After getting married, the couple traveled around the world and spent their lives leisurely. Time passed and they thought of having a baby and tried to conceive naturally, but luck was not on their side. She was a young and healthy woman who ate well, exercised well, and slept well. She had never thought that someday she will be infertile and could not become a mother. Their family doctor referred them to a fertility clinic where the first appointment was too methodical. They had to be in the clinic at sharp 7 in the morning, lined up for the blood work to be done. Next, they had to sit and wait until their names are called for the ultrasound test. Then a urine analysis will be done and hand over to the nurse, where she teaches the parents how to take the drugs and inject themselves. This became the daily routine of the couple, and they had to struggle with their professional lives. Their whole life changed, that they could not even go to the morning gym, drink the morning coffee, and leave for work. They got absorbed in this routine. The next phase was the hormone injection, where they both became emotionally and physically fed up. She became more and more devastated. She did not want to wear makeup, did not want to do her hair, did not want to wear the most beautiful dress, as she was so desperate and fed up of these passing days. Hormone injections were truly painful, and to get them daily, how much pain would that cost? She could not wear the dresses she likes because of the painful injected areas getting irritated with tight clothes. All she could wear was large and baggy trousers and blouses. Even though she quickly adapted to the injection routine, the hormones which were injected became more and more extreme and powerful, where unknowingly her brain became uncontrollable and terrifying. She even could do the needlework eyes closed, as she did not feel them. Her state was named by the doctors as Ursula, where clinical patterns of extreme highs and lows were noticed. This condition led the woman into a deep isolation, where she even did not want her husband to stay at home. She became more and more isolated, where she did not let any of her parents or friends visit her. She did not look or talk with her husband. She only blamed him by saying how much this process hurt her. He became the punch bag whenever she was out of control. He asked her if she wanted to stop all of these and just live, but she was the one who wanted to keep going. Later in the night, she felt so worried for abusively speaking to her husband, and for the calm and patience he had to tolerate her. She cried all night and hated herself for shouting at the only person who tolerates and loves her more than anyone in the world. Finally, they got ready for the final phase of the treatments, the IVF injections. These injections made her gain 18 pounds in weight, massive hair fall, and many more nasty side effects. Ursula was back and the hormone setup was scarier more than ever. The first round of IVF was negative, and the second round was a success. Yes, she became pregnant, and that was the happiest news the couple and their families heard after a difficult phase of 11 months. She became normal, and they started living in the beautiful life which they planned for so long. She became the confident, vibrant, and happy person she was, but their happiness did not last long. The next day, she went to the clinic for blood work, where she happily encountered with the nurses, not as before. But in the evening, she received the most heartbreaking news in her life. The news made both of them lose hope that they stopped getting more fertility treatments. They said that as they have tried so many different ways in order to get pregnant, they can peacefully lay their head at night and think of the next best thing to do. In a world where many people dump their own children into garbage pits, it is hard to find couples who endure a whole lot of physical and mental pain in order to conceive a child. Some people become fortunate after going through these fertility treatments, but some will have to endure the sad truth of not conceiving babies from their own blood. But the most positive ones will make the next best decision if they really want to become parents. They can adopt kids who have already been abandoned by their own parents so that they could somehow hear kids calling them mom and dad. So that's it for today's video, and hope that you appreciate these stories. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified with our latest updates. See you soon in our next video.